The parts of Revelation that I expect most people are most familiar with are the seven letters, seven seals, seven trumpets, seven bowls themselves, where we're for sure talking about the earthly, what's happening in the earthly realm. Seven letters were written to seven literal physical churches in Asia Minor, Western, what we'd call Western Turkey today, in the first century. Seven seals, seven trumpets, seven bowls, famine, death, destruction, drought, war, plagues coming upon the world. Now let's look over each one of those sections has the letters, the seals, the trumpets, and the bowls each has a prelude, which is a picture of what's going on in the heavenly realm. Revelation 1 starts off with its introduction. This is the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants the thing that must take place. He made it known by sending his angel to his servant John. Now, right away, there's a chain of transmission there from God to Jesus to his angel to John, who bore witness and wrote then these letters to the churches that are delivered to the saints. So all the way from God through several layers to all the people of God, addressed to the seven churches that are in Asia. Grace to you from Jesus Christ, the faithful witness, who's freed us by his blood. And then he hears in the spirit a loud voice like a trumpet, and this is the one of the greatest sections of the book, the vision of the Son of Man, with a golden sash around his chest, and his head was white like wool, his eyes like snow, his eyes like flames of fire, feet like burnished bronze refined in a furnace. His voice was like the voice of the roar of many waters. He held 7 stars in his hand, and his face was shining like the sun in full strength. A lot of that description comes from Daniel 7. So we start off with the prelude. Before the letters to the 7 churches, we have the picture of the Son of Man in his glory, clothed like a great high priest, standing in the holy place in the temple, standing among the 7 golden lampstands, the 7 menorahs that would be in the holy place of the temple. So Christ in the heavenly realm, in the holy place of the heavenly temple. Then prelude to, I was getting ahead of myself. The 7 seals definitely have before the 7 seals that start in chapter 6, we have the vision that John saw that we talked about. He saw a door standing open in heaven, and he gets to see what's happening in heaven, the throne with a rainbow, 24 elders, the 7 spirits of God, the 4 living creatures, angels, saints singing and praising, giving hallelujah songs to the Lord. He sees this scroll again. The Lion of the tribe of Judah comes up to the throne and gets the scroll. All this is happening in the heavenly throne room. So chapters 4 through 5 is the picture of the heavenly throne room. The Lamb starts opening the seals, and as he opens the seals, you're transitioned back to the earthly realm, where what's happening as the seals are opened is that things on earth are happening as a result of the heavenly opening of the seals. When we get to the trumpets, they likewise, I didn't really mention it on that brief schematic outline, but the trumpets also have a brief prelude, and it is the heavenly realm. Before the trumpets, I saw 7 angels, and 7 trumpets were given to them. An angel came and stood at the altar with a golden censer, and he was given much incense. We saw this, the prayers of the saints, the golden altar before the throne. This is the same heavenly, the golden altar, the same heavenly temple that the Son of Man was standing in chapter 1. So we have this picture of angels and the heavenly throne room setting before the seals, and then before the bowls are poured out. Bowls start getting poured out in chapter 16, but chapter 15 introduces 7 angels with 7 plagues that are the last, and then the wrath of God is finished. But then we have an ongoing picture of those who had conquered the beast and its image, standing beside the sea of glass with harps of God in their hands and singing. They've gone through the final Exodus and entered into the promised hope. And they're singing praise to God. Who will not fear you, O Lord? All the nations will come and worship before you. And again, we're in the heavenly tent, the sanctuary, where the Son of Man was standing in chapter 1. The heavenly sanctuary, and the 7 angels are in the heavenly sanctuary, and they're clothed like Jesus was with golden sashes around their chest. Whoa. Given the golden bowls that were the prayers of the saints. The sanctuary. No one can enter the sanctuary. This is the heavenly realm. So all of the 7 letters, seals, trumpets, and bowls are all prefixed with a picture of what's happening in the heavenly realms, and then what's happening in the heavenly realm has an influence on what subsequently happens, what's being discussed on the earthly realm.